What's up YouTube? Today we're taking a look at the Anbernic RG34XXSP, the latest clamshell model from Anbernic. This is their purple model, but there are more colors available. So starting on the left hand side, we have our own volume button and an SD slot. On the top back we have our shoulder buttons. They look pretty small, but actually they are large enough for me. There is also USB-C charging and HDMI mini port. The hinge itself is pretty interesting, but I have to say it works really well. On the right side we have our power button, resting button and another SD slot, and of course the power indicator. Opening the device, we see that it stays in whatever position you put it in. At the end there is a click to ensure it locks into the main position. We have two joysticks that are feeling pretty good, a D-pad that is clicky enough, and of course our A, B, X and Y buttons. Start and select is also there, and last but not least the menu button. Now to turn this thing on, we long press the power button on the right hand side. And this is where the first downside comes in. It takes quite some time to start this thing up. In total we're looking at 20 seconds roughly. Once started, we have our main menu, with of course the gaming room and the retro arc. This is the typical Anbernic menu, nothing fancy. We can change the icons, but I'm not going into that too much detail here. The history menu shows you the recently played games for a quick access. And the same goes for the favorite section. Opening the settings allows us to basically change most settings on this device. I'm not using this a lot, to be honest, with other devices. But the only things I change here every now and then are the date and time, backlight and volume. And the backlight has many different modes. And of course, when there is direct sunlight you will probably need maximum backlighting. But when playing in the dark there is not much needed, and you can save your battery a lot there. Depending on which version you exactly buy, there is an option to include games pre-installed. Then you get a wide variety of different games already on an SD card. And of course with different emulators you will get different games. And this thing runs everything up to a PSP and Nintendo DS. Not a Nintendo 3DS. And keep in mind, not all games run smoothly. So if you have a specific game in mind you want to play, be sure to do some research. But I would say most games run without any problem. Now let's start with Pokemon Emerald, as it is one of my favorite games. The sound on this thing is pretty loud. Most of the time I play on the lowest setting. And once you close the Anbernic SP, it shuts down to sleep mode, which is pretty great for a quick break, for example. If you're planning to keep it shut for multiple hours, then I would recommend to save your game and power off the device properly. If you decide to put it into sleep mode, you just simply open it and continue to play. Within the emulators you can hit the menu button to open specific settings and use the save states, which I highly recommend. This is also the place where you can close the game. Now let's boot up a Nintendo DS game, since it has only one screen. And the trick here is to use the shoulder buttons to switch to the bottom screen or to change the layout of the screen. This only works on a Nintendo DS emulator, so not all games are playable, but games that don't rely too much on the bottom touchscreen are. Such as most Pokemon games on the Nintendo DS are playable, as you only use the bottom screen for attacks in battles, and that works actually pretty well. This device also runs PSP games pretty smoothly, and you can use the joysticks pretty easily as well. Now with that being said, we're coming to an end of this video. What are your thoughts on the Anbernic RG34XXSP? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.